Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanattiviradasya jnanajana salakaya chakshurunmilitam mena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dena Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So we have successfully started the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So that is the knowledge of the Absolute. In this chapter, Krishna is giving us the knowledge about him. So that's why the knowledge of the Absolute. We understand very well from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna is the knower of everything, and Krishna is the controller of everything, and Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But we are living in the material way, and they too full of ignorance. So that is the reason we forget this reality, that Lord Shri Krishna is with us all the time, and he's always remembering us. We are only forgetting Krishna. Krishna never forgets us. Krishna is remembering us all the time. 24/7, Krishna is remembering us only. Upadrishta Anumanta Bharta Bhokta Maheswaraga Paramatme iti chayuktaga Degesmin Purushaga Param. So that means Krishna is always seeing us. Upadrishta, overseer, permitter. Always. That's why he is there in our body, within our body, as the super soul. But we forget that. And we get ourselves very much entangled in this material world with all kinds of materialistic activities. We just ignore our relationship with Krishna. That's the reason we are struggling and suffering in this material world. We identify ourselves with this body, and only we go with the relationship with this body only. When we identify ourselves with the soul, then we understand our relationship with the super soul, Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then we know that Krishna is the Supreme Person. We don't see Krishna as an ordinary person. Even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in the 9th chapter that People who are ignorant, who have no knowledge. So, avajananti mamuda manushim tanam ashita. The fools deride me when I descend in human form. Avajananti mamuda manushim tanam ashita. Because they don't understand Krishna's superior nature. Param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheswaram. So they don't understand my superior nature, that I am the supreme controller of all living entities. This one, mama bhuta maheswaram. So I am the Maheswara. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, mama bhuta maheswaram. So they don't understand that I am the Maheshwara, I am the supreme controller of all living entities. I am the supreme controller of all the worlds. So they don't understand Param Bhava Majananto. So they don't understand my superior nature. We should not be ignorant fools like them. Like whoever Krishna is referring to, we should not be in that category. That's not good for us. We should be in the category where we understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mahatmanastu mam partha devim prakritim ashitaga bhajanti ananya manasa nyatva bhutadim avyam. We should know that Krishna is the origin of all living entities. Bhuta adim. Krishna is the Adi Purusha. That's why Tameva Saranam Gacha Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Tat Prasada Tavapnoti Saswatam Padam Avyayam. So we should understand. We should realize, we should understand that Krishna is the Supreme Person. So then Tameva Saranam Gacha Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Then surrender unto him in all respects. In every way, each and every way. Full surrender. Complete surrender. Sarva Bhavena. Sarva Bhavena means in all respects. Sarva Bhavena Bhar. Then by his mercy, Tat Prasada Tavapnoti Saswatam Padam Avyayam, we are going to achieve the eternal abode. Saswatam Padam Avyayam. Tat Prasadat Param Santi. So we are going to get the supreme peace of mind by his mercy only. By the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we are going to get the supreme peace of mind. So simply by surrendering unto Krishna, this is going to happen. Simply by understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, simply by understanding that Krishna is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Mama Bhuta Maheswaram. So like that, understanding that Krishna is the Maheshwara, Krishna is the Visveshwara, Krishna is the Parameshwara, so Krishna is the Yogeshwara. We need to understand that. That knowledge only takes us to Goloka. Time is limited, which we already know. Time is running out, that also we already know. Everyone is getting old, that we know very well. Our body is getting old, that means our body is getting weak. So over a period of time, even though a person at the age of 20 or 30 may think that he is very young and energetic, but it's only simply a matter of another 2 or 3 decades, that person will look very old and weak. That's it. It's simply a matter of 20, 30 years. That's it. That knowledge we should have, that understanding we should have. That simply in terms of decades, everything is coming down very fast. So we should be living in a different platform, in a Krishna conscious platform. So that way we should be aiming big. So that is Krishna himself, Goloka itself, we need to go. We have to get this knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, and use this knowledge, apply this knowledge in our life and connect with Krishna and understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead without any doubt. So that's why Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita that I explain to you. So you hear from me. I give you the full knowledge, the complete knowledge. You don't have to hear any other useless things. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Anything Krishna has given us, taught us in Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge. That's what we need to know. Anything other than that, there is no need for us to know. We have to be very clear. Then only we can make progress. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschitaga vedavada rataka partha nanyata siddhi vadinaga. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschitaga vedavada rataka partha nanyata siddhi vadinaga. Kamatmanaga swargapara janma karma pala pradam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogaisvarya gatim prati. So that's what people talk. They talk about, they are attracted by the flowery language of Vedas. And they get attracted to various ritualistic ceremonies and all such things. But the devotees are not they won't get attracted by that. They are not even going after material sense objects. So only persons who want to go to heavenly planets and enjoy there, Traividyamam Somapa Putapapa Yajnairistva Swargatim Prarthayante. That's what they do. So Te Punyam Asadya Surendra Lokam Asnanti Divyan Divideva Bhoga. So that's what they follow, all these three types of Vedas, Traividyama. So then they follow Yajnairistva Swargatim Prarthayante. So in order to go to Swarga, so they do all kinds of yajnas. Then after achieving the punya, Te Punyam Asadyam Surendra Lokam. So after achieving the Indra Loka, the Surendra Loka, Ashnanti Divyan Divideva Bhogan. They enjoy the divinely delights, godly delights. But the problem is that life is not going to be permanent. Te tam bhuktva swargalokam visalam shine punye martyalokam vishanti evam traidharmyam anuprapanna gata kama kamalabante. That's what will happen. So when our punya is exhausted, so then we have to come back. We need to return back. So, but if we do all the activities only for Krishna, if we surrender everything unto Krishna, if we don't care about anything in this material world, if we are not attached to anything in this material world, knowing very well that everything is temporary in this material world, knowing very well that if we focus only on Krishna, if we focus only on Bhagavad Gita, only on Krishna, then we are going to go to Goloka. Then we will not come back here. Then we will enjoy there forever. So that knowledge we get only from Bhagavad Gita. So that means if we know Bhagavad Gita, if we understand only these 18 chapters, 700 verses, so that means we know everything. We don't need to go through all kinds of Vedas and other scriptures and all such things. There is no time for us to do. Time is limited, as I said in the beginning. Time is running out. So we have to make use of this time. So many times when you go and study in the schools and colleges, there is no point to go through the textbooks and read each and every page, and going through that, it's going to take forever. But smart students, what they do, they understand the questions, what type of questions they ask and how to answer the questions. And then if you prepare very well for the exam, if you know what kind of questions they are going to ask, and if you are ready with the answers, so then you can get good grades. So like that, here we know that this material world is full of miseries, it's dukkhalayam, and there is so much of literature is available, out of Vedas and everything. But we need to know what is the question and we need to know what is the answer. The question is that what we are going to remember at the time of death. And the answer is we should remember Krishna at the time of death. That's it. Here, question is already released. We already know what is the question. Whom we are going to remember at the time of death. What form we are going to remember at the time of death. That's what is very important question. If you remember Krishna, we are going to go to Goloka. That's it. So then we need to prepare. We need to make sure. We need to remember Krishna all the time. We have to remember Krishna. So at the time of death. So that means we need to remember Krishna all the time. So that means we need to connect with Krishna. We need to dedicate our life unto Krishna. We need to do each and every activity only for Krishna. We need to ensure that. We need to make sure that everything we do, whatever we do, we are doing it for Krishna only, not for anyone else. Only for Krishna's satisfaction. That's what is very important. Do everything for Krishna's satisfaction. So that means do everything exactly based on what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. That's why we are so much focusing on Bhagavad Gita every day. Anything given in Bhagavad Gita, that's what we needed. Anything not given in Bhagavad Gita, that means there is no need to go and get that, no need to go and find it out. Even for curiosity's sake, we don't have to really understand it, because Krishna gives. Any knowledge what we need, Krishna is there in our heart as a super soul, and he can reveal, even if it is not there in Bhagavad Gita. If we need some knowledge, if we need something to know, but Krishna is going to reveal us. Krishna is always with us. Krishna was with Arjuna in the battlefield, in the middle of the battlefield. Sometimes people say, devotees say that, oh, Arjuna was so much gifted, Krishna was there in front of him in the middle of the battlefield, so that's why he got all the guidance and help needed. That's not true. Krishna is there with us also right now in each and every one of our heart as the super soul. Krishna is there. Krishna is guiding us. Only thing we need to listen to Krishna. That's what is very important. If we listen to Krishna, then Krishna can guide us. Then we can go to Goloka. We can make use of this human life very, very effectively, and we can go to Goloka. So we need to focus. That's what is very important. Get this knowledge. So then rest is all very well understood. Rest is going to be taken care. Krishna is going to take care of everything. All our needs, Krishna will fulfill. Everything Krishna knows. What is good for us, what is bad for us, everything Krishna knows, and he directs us in the correct direction. And everything is taken care very nicely, very well by Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So that way, we just have to get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only. So that's what we need. Nothing else we need to know. And have this knowledge and get this knowledge and spread this message and follow the instructions given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So each and every word, each and every sloka, understand and follow exactly what Krishna wants us to do. And for this, there is no need for any interpretations. There is no need for any big books to read and study. Every sloka is very clear. Every sloka, Krishna is very straightforward. We are understanding. We just have to follow. That's it. Ultimately, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we develop that love on Krishna, and if we fully depend on Krishna, if we completely surrender unto Krishna, so that means we have understood Bhagavad Gita. That means we are ready to go to Goloka. We are ready to ditch this world. We have to become ourselves very smart that before we get kicked out of this place, we should be ready to ourselves kick out of this place. That's what is very important. That means we should give up all attachments to everything in this material world. Nothing is permanent. No relationship is permanent. No attachment is permanent. Nothing in this world is permanent. Everything is temporary. Everything is changing. Nasato vidyate bhavo. So everything is changing. All the time, everything is changing, temporary. Everything made up of atoms. Everything is changing. So, only thing which is not changing is our relationship with Krishna. Krishna is there with us all the time. So that way, we don't have to worry about anything else in this world. We have to only simply focus our relationship with Krishna only and try to please Krishna all the time and do everything based on Krishna's instructions. So then things are all going to go good. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully started the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and we finished 2 slokas in the 7th chapter already. And Krishna is teaching there in the 7th chapter what we are studying and understood until now. So Krishna is teaching us that. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Sakta Manah Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashrayaga Asam Sayam Samagram Ma Yathanyasya Tachrunu. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, by focusing your mind upon me, O Partha, Maya Sakta Managa Partha, and by taking shelter unto me, by engaging in this yoga, following these instructions of Bhagavad Gita, by taking shelter unto me, Yogam Yunjan Madashrayagam, how to know me fully without any doubt. You hear from me, Asamsayam Samagram Mam Yathanyasya Tachrunu. That's what Krishna is. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So then Krishna is continuing in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday in the 2nd sloka. Jnanam te yaham savijnanam idam vakshyami asesataga yajnatva nega bhuyo jnatavyam avashishyate. So I'm explaining to you fully. Idam vakshyami. Right now I'm explaining to you fully, asesataga, completely. So, both theoretical and practical knowledge, jnanam and vijnanam. That's why jnanam tegam sa vijnanam idam vakshyami asesa. Idam today guhyatamam pravakshyami. Krishna is saying that because anasuyave jnanam vijnana sagidam yajnatva mokshashe asubhat. That's what in the 9th chapter, 1st sloka, Krishna said. So I am imparting you this most confidential knowledge to you today because you are not envious of me. I'm imparting you, I'm teaching you both theoretical and practical knowledge by which you can free from the miseries of material existence. Yajnatva mokshashe asubhat. That's what Krishna is teaching here also, that I'm giving you this complete knowledge, both theoretical and practical knowledge. By knowing this, there is nothing else is there for you to know. Yajnatva neka. So what is that knowledge Krishna is going to impart? So that's what we are going to start studying from the next sloka. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. Thus, this being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye Yatataamapi siddhana kaschin mam veti tattvataha. I quoted this sloka so many times in the past. So this is a very important knowledge we are getting. So we need to understand from Bhagavad Gita that we cannot make everyone as devotees of Krishna in this material world. If that was possible, Krishna could have made everyone as devotees long time ago. But that is not possible. That's why Krishna is teaching us, Krishna is giving us the statistics here. Only 0.1% of the population will endeavor for perfection. So that means only 0.1% of the people will listen to us when we try to teach them this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. All others are very busy. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye. Out of thousands of persons, only hardly one will endeavor for perfection. Yatathamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Even for those who are endeavoring for perfection, yatathamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Hardly one will know about me in truth fully. That's what the tattvataha. In fact, only one will know about. So it's very, very difficult, very, very rare to understand about Krishna. Because this Maya is very strong, very powerful, and the material world, the material sense objects are so much attracting to us, and it is taking away, carrying away our senses and mind and intelligence and everything. And without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are struggling and suffering in this material world. So we are extremely fortunate. There is no doubt that if we are studying this Bhagavad Gita, if we are studying this Bhagavad Gita for a very long time without stopping this, that's another important thing. We have seen devotees who come for a very long time and again they miss. But here, devotees who are continuing forever, who are connected with this Bhagavad Gita, this study. So we are focusing only on Bhagavad Gita, only on Krishna, only what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. That's it we need. We don't need anything else more, anything more than this, anything less than this. So that way we are going to go to Goloka very fast, very quick. So that way we need to stick with only one knowledge, that is Bhagavad Gita only. So that's why Krishna is saying that Manushyanam sagasyesu kaschit yatati siddhe yatatamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tat. That's what I already know. I mentioned in the past also. If you are trying to listen to too many different people, different things, then we will not be able to make any progress. We have to listen to only Krishna. That's what is very important. That means we need to listen only to Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. Here what we are studying is only Bhagavad Gita. That's it, nothing else. What Krishna is teaching us, that's it. So if we just follow what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, then everything goes very well. There is simply no need to talk about Advaita, Advaita, this path, this moment, that moment, nothing. We have to simply follow what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. So we need to develop that love, that bhakti only on Krishna, knowing that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. So then only we can go to Gola. So bhaktyamam abhijanati yaman yaschasmi tattvataha. So abhijanati, here veti tattvataha. So kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Hardly one knows me in truth. So that we can know in truth about Krishna only with devotion. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yaman yaschasmi tattvataha. Tato mam tattvato nyatva visate tadanantaram. So in order to understand that tattvata, that is Krishna is, we need to understand the divine nature of Krishna's appearance and activities. So that's what we need to do. So if you understand that tattvata, so we need to understand it. So then we are going to go to Goloka. Visate tat ananta. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataga. So that tattvataga. So that we know, we understand. Only if we study and understand this Bhagavad Gita, there is nowhere else we can understand this tattvata. So out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and out of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the third sloka in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So it will roughly take about 15 minutes chanting 2 rounds of mantra. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanatimiradasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. If any devotee has question, you can use the raise hand option. Hare Krishna. Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class. It was very clear today, because I missed that 7.1 and 2, so it's now clear and clarity was there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Aruna Mataji, Hare Krishna. KK Srinivasan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam Mataji.
Thank you Prabhuji for the class. I joined little late Prabhuji due to flu.
Yes. Yes. Take care
No
of yourself.
questions. Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you Prabhuji. Hare Krishna
Yes.
Prabhuji.
I will send a YouTube video, then you can follow it.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Srinivasan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhu. How are you, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I am. Okay, fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. It was nice meeting you.
After some break, I also
Yes.
rejoined. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. It was very nice
Also, you
meeting you.
have come back again, continuously taking classes.
Yes, Prabhu.
And
Yes,
today,
Prabhu. I think,
yeah,
yes, Prabhu.
everything
Myself
all right.
visiting India, because I visited many colleges, that's why this time we thought this should-
Sir, in my opinion, we should do that. We should continue with that because we have to build up the young generation also.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. That also we need to do. Now, a lot of students are interested also. I need to start something for them. That is correct.
Exactly. In every university like that, IITs, medical institutions,
Yes,
they
yes.
are very
And
keen.
next time when I do that, I should make sure that our daily classes also should not get affected. But we will.
Affected,
we'll
yes,
make-
exactly.
Yes, Prabhu. It is possible. Krishna's
It
mercy.
is
if I
possible,
plan
it is
for-
possible. It is possible, and later on, by slowly, we will get a lot of encouragement also. Many,
Yes, Prabhu.
many institutions, they may like it.
It is very much possible.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
start thousands of institutions. It's very much possible. Krishna's mercy, that opportunity is already there. I'm able to see this time. But only thing we need to plan for it. Yes, bro.
Because most of the people, young people, they do not know what is Bhagavad Gita and what is Vedas. And it is a combination of Vedas all included in the Bhagavad Gita.
Yes,
If they
everything is
understand
given.
that, if they understand that, as you said in the beginning, there is no need to read Vedas if we understand the Bhagavad Gita.
If you understand Bhagavad Gita, then everything is known.
Everything
Yes,
is
bro.
it.
We will plan, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, exactly.
Krishna is planning. In fact, Krishna is already planning. That's what he made sure this time. He arranged lectures in so many colleges, which I didn't even imagine. Yes, Prabhu.
I'm sure that the last visit was successful, and
Yes.
the next visit also will be successful.
Yes, bro. We'll grow. We'll make it even more bigger. We'll approach even many institutions. A lot of things are possible, bro.
A lot of things are possible. Yes, exactly.
Yes, bro.
Thank you very much for the
Very
class.
nice, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for everything, for the guidance.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
We
It was very
hope
nice meeting
We will
you
continue.
in Delhi. Yes, Prabhu. We will continue. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srinivasan Prabhu in Bangalore. Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, this was very clear. I have no doubt about that.
Yes,
Only question I had was, it says today's sloka that only 1 in 1,000, then even among those things, very less percentage of people will understand Krishna. Is it a bit discouraging sort of note for people who want to follow?
It is not at all discouraging, Prabhu, but it is the statistics. It is the fact. For example, when we try telling about this Bhagavad Gita classes, we are already noticing here, correct, Prabhu? So even though we try to reach many devotees, but we find only very few to join this, correct, to follow this Bhagavad Gita as it is. So it is the reality only. It is not discouraging anyone who wants to follow this path. It is definitely not discouraging to them. They should understand that is the reality. That is the fake Krishna which is not Krishna is not even Krishna doesn't even want us to struggle in this way. He wants everyone to take this path. But what Krishna is stating, that Krishna is telling us that we cannot expect, because this is a material world. So people here, they are so much after materialistic things. So we need to realize and understand, and this knowledge is for the devotees. We know that now very well, that we cannot make everybody, it's not like a religious conversion. People, they go and convert people into different religions based on their poverty, based on their other things. It's simply, such things are not possible in Krishna consciousness.
Correct.
Krishna consciousness needs a full faith on Krishna, devotion unto Krishna, knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we need to be careful in that. We cannot think that we can go and convert people and follow this path. So this is, that's not possible. That's what we need to understand. So religious conversions, that happens like a business, correct? So there people get paid and go and target the poor people and change answers. So here, that's the difference we need to understand. You understand that, correct, Prabhu?
Yeah, correct. Thank you, Guru.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, yes, Prabhu. I gave your number to Ravichandran Prabhu, who is also in Jayanagar. So maybe sometime he may be able to contacting you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ashok Bhatt Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So, Lord says that if you are not envious to me, that I will disseminate all the reveal everything. What does envious mean here?
Enviousness means we have to accept that Krishna is the supreme person. So here, in general, we ourselves, in general, people have so much ahankara that they don't want to accept anyone superior to them. Everyone wants to become gods. If opportunity is given, I want everyone to listen to me only, correct? Something like that. In general, I'm talking about the people in general in this way, their mindset. So if you go and tell them that, no, you are not the supreme person, there is Krishna, the supreme personality of God, he is Krishna, everything comes from him, he is the source of everything, they don't want to accept it. That is because they are envious of Krishna. If such people know that somebody is superior to them, then they are envious of him. So that's what here Krishna is always referring about enviousness. So that means they simply don't accept Krishna as the supreme person. They just deride me. Avajananti mamuda manushim tanum ashritam. So in general, even in this material world also, sometimes if we are envious of some persons, then we don't even want to accept that that person is superior to us in certain ways, correct? So we try to degrade that person whatever ways possible. So that's what the demons will do. You understand that, Pram?
So, sir, this should not be considered as a kotarka, but once I understand the people who are not Sanatanis, they are all envious then. What do you say, sir?
So they are all who doesn't want to accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord. That means who have no faith on this Bhagavad Gita. So that is the main. So only anybody who has faith on Bhagavad Gita only can get this knowledge. So whatever you are saying, see the other such people who are not believing in Krishna, they won't get this knowledge. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, I am giving you this knowledge because you are my friend.
Right.
So he is saying that Bhaktosi me sakacheti ragasyambi etat uttamam. You are my bhakta, you are my devotee, you are my friend. That's why I'm giving you this topmost secret. Ragasyambi etat uttamam. So this ragasyam, this secret, anybody can understand only if they believe in Krishna. If they don't believe in Krishna, even if you try to teach them, they cannot understand. So that's why Krishna is referring here. You understand that part, from?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Rama. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare.
Hare Hare. So, as you yourself said that Today's sloga you generally say many times
Yes,
during our
yes,
class.
quoted
Yes.
many times in the past.
So that is the basic of Bhagavad Gita. We can say that way. That is the basic.
We need to understand. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class today, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, we are progressing every day.
Yes, Guruji, and thank you for making us realize that the only thing we have to know is the 18 chapters and 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita.
That's
And
it, Mataji.
yes, Guruji, and we should keep our life simple, our food, our lifestyle, everything simple. There's no need at all to complicate things.
That is correct,
Everything-
Mataji. That is
Yes, Guruji. So thank you so much for your efforts, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, we will succeed in our efforts to please him. No doubt, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
Hare
धन्यवाद
Krishna.
प्रणाम
Dhanavad
हरे
pranam.
कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Hare Hare.
हरे रामा
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
रामा रामा
Rama
हरे हरे
Rama, Hare Hare.
थैंक यू गुरु जी
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna
you.
Mataji.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Although so many times in our class you have leaked out the question paper and answer.
Yes,
Only if we have listened to the class properly, we will remember the
that is
answer to
correct,
the
Mataji.
question paper.
It's
Yes.
already open-ended exam only. Open question.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's an open
exam.
book question and open-ended exam. So
Yes, ma'am.
hopefully all of us will remember it and we will all go to Goloka together.
Yes,
Hare
Mataji. We are all going, no doubt. Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
But
Guruji.
yeah, we will have to do more. Krishna is already engaging us, Mataji. So with a lot of service opportunities, we will definitely make progress, no doubt, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
is-
Guruji.
Thank
Thank you for the
Mataji.
class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Mataji. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Joined little bit late actually. That 8 o'clock time is just little bit hectic for me.
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Only thing is that from next week onwards, for me, they move the time. So then it is going to 8:30 will become night 10 o'clock. So that's why I'm trying to do it 30 minutes earlier, Mataji. So that
Okay,
will be, that
Guruji.
means
I will
9,
try my
9:30.
level best to join as early as possible, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. I was giving like this 8 o'clock earlier, but when they moved the time in last November, I slipped to 8:30. Again, now I'm trying to put it 8 o'clock so that at least I can finish it by 11:30 my time is Mataji.
Oh, okay, Guruji. No
In the
problem.
night time. It will be
Okay.
9.
Otherwise, I will follow YouTube.
Yes,
Whenever I
Mataji.
get
Yeah, so yeah, maybe, yeah, yes, Mataji. You can follow and you can join little later also, and then we can questions and follow. Yes, Mataji.
So as soon as possible, like, the work is over, I will join Guruji.
Yes, yes, Mataji. Or sometimes you can log in and then you can, while listening, it maybe, yeah, especially with the
Yes,
morning.
most of the time I do like that only. I will be listening and I will be doing the work.
Yes, yes, Mataji. That is possible. So that way it will be easy to do. Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Some
Guruji.
kind of, yeah, yes, Mataji. We will see how it goes. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for
Thank
the
you,
class.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam Prabhu.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Guruji. I really enjoyed the class yesterday. I really learned one thing. When I missed your class, it was so painful. After going through the YouTube YouTube class also got, I didn't get satisfied, you know. The live class is always much better, and it
Yes.
is it's very happy situation. I really missed the yesterday's class, Guruji. Thank you
Yes,
so
Prabhu.
much for your wonderful class. And Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Guruji.
Prabhu, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Sunil Shivas, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.